Good morning, welcome to ABC 123 Trader. Today is March 17th, 2022, and let's start taking a look at the futures this morning. All forms of trading carry high little risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved, and if necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government required disclaimers, commodity futures, trading commission, trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards, but also large potential risks. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Okay, so I'm going to go to the website first. Contact support, whatever. Let's do this. Okay, good morning, everybody. What a crazy day yesterday. Missed it. It really ticks me off, actually. I had a lot of friends leaving. I took them to the airport, etc., etc. Just running around all day yesterday. I think I can get that 5 minutes, but I screwed that up on myself. But anyways, let's take a look at what everything's looking like on the markets. The markets all show down, except for oil still holding at about $100 a barrel. The only thing is I'm not sure, because some of my technicals I'm looking at is I can't see any lines in the sand right now with that big 4% pop. So we got to watch it. It might fade down today. Let's see what kind of the news is saying. And we're also starting to get into the buy phase, ironically enough. That could have been an initial pop for a reversal for once. But it's been going down. We haven't broke really that 13,000 level, so. What else do we have here? Problem with bridges, any negative news. There's been too much negative news lately. That's why I've been actually not watching the news. Got to keep a positive mind frame. Does that make you sick, guys? Warren Buffett scoops up another $1 billion in whatever shares. Like, I mean, I try to teach you guys try to make $200-300 a day or $500 a day just to pad maybe your retirement fund or whatever you want to do. And this guy, I'll just dump another $1 billion. Well, anyways, I had enough to look at that stuff. So let's look at the regular charts here. Let's transition here. Okay, guys, it's actually quite surprisingly. Quite surprisingly slow, but we're doing a long fade down. There's one area of interest I'll be looking at here right away. Actually, let's just region it and then we'll go through everything else here. Okay, there's too much high volume right in this little zone here, so let's just mark it right there. We're getting close to it, so we have to see if there's a bounce. There's another region down here, but we'll first start in the beginning. Sorry, I'm back. Just had to grab something. So, so it looks like in 21 hours, we're going to be switching around here. So they say, we did, if you look at all the phases, all the red phases have still been working on its own. We still, well, we'll see within 24 hours if they would have technically been in the green here. So good. Just been a lot of two phases, just negative. Could be a third phase. We don't know right now. Let's check on the 4-hour chart. In the 4-hour chart, we're still in that heavy selling phase. And where's the? I only have one on there. So the foundation line is still quite a bit of ways. We did break this order block. Look at it, 14,200 could be our next target. Okay. So if you really want, we can make a small region. And the power of order blocks, and the easiest way to describe what an order block is, it's where it hangs out for quite a while. So it hangs out for quite a while, then it takes off. So that's your line in the sand, because there has to be volume there. And that's the simplest theory that I can tell you what an order block really does. So what happens when you start looking at order blocks? So see there was an order block that was built up here, quite a bit of time. So we had a line in the sand, and guess what? It does a bounce. So these are like, this is perfect example. So here's another order block, does another bounce. Comes back to this order block, and then there's some groupings here. Mini order block here, mini order block here, mini order block here, boom. So what happens is the longer the time frame, like for example here and here, order block here, explodes, we're talking hours or days here, but guess what? Big runner, touches the order block, holds, tries to get this order block, and fail. So that's the easiest way that I can describe it for you guys, because there had to be contracts down there. The big guys, right? The big players, those are the points of interest that I try to draw in the sand for you guys. And I use them for reference points. Okay? Now, let's take it here. I'm going to give you education volume profile if you don't know what it is. There's a lot of volume, a lot of trade action here, a lot of trade action in the range here. This was overnight session. This is day session. This is overnight because it's blue. So as you can see, volume point of control. How much time do I have left before rolling? I'm not even going to worry about the first 5 minutes. See if we can find where the volume point of control is. There, it's right here. It looks like this line right here, and it's really close into my market maker section. So what I'll do, let's go put a big region on market maker. Actually, you know what I want to do? I think I should change this. I haven't coded for such a long time. I did about a half hour, but I've been so busy with fundraising this year that I should go like that. I'm gonna try something. Maybe it'll. Let's go like that. There we go. I'll just keep 2 colors here for now. So getting to the point of interest, boom, and then we have to really watch out and go from there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reprogram that market maker because I really like it. So what we're going to do is, if it does once, we might get an explosion up. This is 940. We still have a volume weighted average price going down, but we don't know. We know there's resistance here, and then we can go to the previous level here, and you can see this zone as well. So let's put a region here, because there's so much volume. Let's do that again. And the other thing is, even though there's so much volume there, that's overnight volume, we've had, where was previous, well, it was way down here. This was yesterday's pop. So that's a big range. So maybe we might go back down to here, maybe go back down to here, because there's a whole bunch of market maker markers there, and way down here, but we don't know. Okay, so we're done that chart, and then what we're gonna do, the prior high is up there, so she's moving down. And let's start taking which signals are working. See, it's still too tight, it's just bouncing. It's a nice fade. Now in this chart, I'm going to be watching this chart in the morning. If I'm looking at the Renko T-bar chart, this is the one I'll be looking at. The reason why I look at it is okay, we're right in the sell phase. So on the previous education here, day trend, and so on the sell phase, it actually pulled back, really good actually, got into the first area of interest with actually a trend tracker and fired down. Okay, now when I look to the left to trade the right, see how she bounces on high volume movement again. This is not an order block, guys. This is something a little bit different. It just gives me an impulse, and so she did a reaction. And then we're going to find out in this blue box here which direction it wants to go. Okay, maybe it'll fire back up again, get into my super sweet spot, and fire down again. But it doesn't, I think it might not. Let's go like this, put an extended line. I don't want to do the pike. Oh, let's just do this fade here, something like that for now. You can see it's touching these, something like that. Maybe I should use market maker for points. I don't know. And last but not least, let's see what our trade map says. Okay, so we are negative 0.543. I think I turn this off every time. Sorry, let me just turn these lines off. I just don't want these markers right now. Max scan. And I have timeline. I don't want to see these white lines go back and forth. 2 minutes before open. There we go. Geez, I don't have any really good clear signal that I want. Okay, we have, looks like double bottom, could be a breakdown, so I'm going to use this for sure. I'll put a little region here for interest. It did hit an order block down here. Control up. Yeah, so there's 40 to 20. It's really tight. Anything else from way down there? Okay. So we'll have to see what happens here, if there's going to be a big pop. So what I'm going to be doing, and let's see what our vibration is. Bad, 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 bad. So maybe 10:30, depending what the market's going to do. Yeah, this looks like 10:20, 10:21 are very lined up. 10:09, 10:09 is very lined up. These are actually, most of these are lined up quite well actually. 10:26 crossover here, possibility and fire down. So what I'm going to look for, depends how aggressive it is. It's green, green, green. Williams turning. It's just wavy. So let's see if we're going to get whipped out here, back, forth by 10:30. 10:30, so I got an hour. So let's see, this is where the peak is that we can actually get a good trade in. I'd like to see it come back up to a sweet spot and go from there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the other chart now. And this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we've got kind of markers in the sand. Okay, now the volume's starting up because it is market open. And I got to know if they can break through this grouping. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second here. Now, the reason why I don't like it is, remember I was showing you the past few days, really clear signals for me for the bounce. These ones. These are the markers I love. Though they're so powerful, guys, it's unbelievable. And you know what? And I forgot about it when I programmed it, because I used to program so many indicators, and I really kind of said, this is all I can really find out for now that I can think of, unless I get a aha moment. I'm still programming a little the odd thing here and there. More on volume side, because volume is, if you start understanding volume more and more and how it works, you can get an edge. So that's what I'm really, really focusing on right now. And because all my fundraising is done, and it's been a crazy year this year. I can't believe how busy it is. You know, last year, you know, with all that craziness last year of being imprisoned for just living, and now, and people were stuck in fear, and it's just driving me crazy. This media always wants to keep you in fear, and I just ignore them now. I just said, forget it. We gotta live. So, and I don't want to start talking about politics and crap. So, anyways, let's just see what happens here. It looks, if they're grouping or not. I'm watching this. It's still relatively slow. We had a couple of high order transactions. Order block transactions 72. Where was 72 at? 72 was higher, so up here. And we got to see what this volume spike is going to do here. We got caught a couple of times. Now let's see if it gets to that sweet spot I was telling you about. That's the initial sweet spot. 131, and this could be the bounce of in 2 minutes here. Let's see if it bounces. So we don't want to get caught in all these guys' little traps here. And I think that was on the chart. Let me see here. Is that the high volume chart? Yeah, this is the high volume zone. So let's transition back again. That's that high volume zone. See how they want to get right down to here. If it breaks through here, I might be able to take a trade. Okay, guys, I might be able to. But right now, looks like this is what I'm looking at, this high volume area. See if it's a bounce, let it reverse, and continue on. Because this is where the high volume is in point A, and this is the high volume in point B. This purple line right down here is an area of interest for me. So if it does break, I can go from 800 to 750, but see how strong the reaction is? Just using volume profiles, but you never know, okay? You still want to give it, because we're 3 minutes in, right? So that's your 3 minute bounce. And look how it bounced to. It bounced to 20 to 50. That's $600 move, okay? Just from that bounce within seconds. You could do that and walk away. But if you don't have that type of risk to reward, I strongly advise you just hold off and wait, because this can be just a snapback and a continuation. So there's a nice move there. Okay, let's transition again. Focus this down. A lot of buying volume, see? Tons of buying volume. Nothing great though, like very low, it's going less and less. We haven't had any spikes here, so I'm gonna let them fire up, because this is a Fibonacci 50% marker, guys, okay? We know we're below the foundation line and we're down the institutional line, okay? It might just tap and go. So we're gonna find out here, and then we can start analyzing here. We give it 5 minutes, 6 minutes, give it some play. And what I wanna do is, transition again, I wanna see if these patterns are working or if they're just gonna whip up and down and down. This could be a totally destruction here. And so, see how she touched down here? We could have bought in here for this, but we're actually going in the sell phase in a negative number. And we don't know, because the market can be so volatile. I mean, you can take the shot, go for it if you really want to. The only safe bet if you're going to do that trade for myself and confidence was this really high volume spike, just to grab and go, right? And you could have shut down. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait and see. We've got 5 minutes before this signal will say it should be going up. We don't know if it's a reversal, it's playing out. Here's an area of interest. We hit one stop, I'm brain farting right now. Order block, and then we got a stop out here and an order block, okay? So they hit these blocks because there was consolidation volume. So it did a knee-jerk reaction. So think about this. We're day traders, we're retail guys, we're not the big institutions. As a retail guy, we're jumping in. Oh yeah, we're making money. Oh, we got knocked out, and then we jump in. Yeah, we're making money. Well, the guys that were making money said, oh, we'll put it here, and we'll hold it back here so we can make some profit, and won't come back. It'll probably just whip up, continuation down, they get stopped out. They lost their money, these guys lost their money, the retail guys lost their money, the banks are laughing. So this is what they did, whipsaw, bang, 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 bang. They'll probably go like this for a little while, unless if it is a severe run. But now what we do have from the first impulse move, because this was an actual trend before she broke from market open. Like here, we got a trend, see, this is what they killed you for. Come back up, fading up, snap back, first 5 minutes. You know what we can do? Because we're doing that since startup, let's see where the volume point of control is right now. So volume point of control currently is at 54. See, they're snapping everybody back and forth. And then, but I'm still looking at these times because they're just too choppy, too frequent. And then what you can do is, this is education day, guys. So I'm waiting because that 4% move. We have a 940 signal lining up. We're going to see what happens. So imagine this. We were thinking we're going this way. We get, and then if you're a retail trader, it bounces back, you get killed. Then we go this way. We're getting killed. And then we go this way. We're getting killed. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you look at all this stuff here, whip down, whip up, whip down, whip up, and you're 7 minutes in, okay? I haven't used this indicator forever, but I need you to understand what it actually is doing. Can't remember what I called it. Oh, there it is, multi-ADR. or 7. Okay, now let's see if I can show it to you. Let's go 8 and 8. There we go. I'll just put 2 8s there for now so you can understand. Okay. So what these markers are, when I said 8 and 8, see there's the 128 and 128, don't worry about this for now. The 128 means it's moved 128 ticks, okay, in 8 minutes. That's how fast the ranging is moving. But see how this candle, if I added up all these candles for going up and down and we're getting destroyed, okay? Up and down, up and down. This is what the candle would look like if you were looking at an 8-minute chart, okay? This is what the candle would look like. So you can see in the longer time frame we were going down. In the shorter time frame, right now, this is what it's looking at. Because we're looking at minute by minute, minute by minute, minute by minute. And they're fighting back and forth. Looks like, oh, it's a W pattern. We're going to hit up here. We might get up to a really good spot. Great, whatever. But right now, I'm looking at, yeah, see, I'm looking at all these patterns. There's nothing really good for a swing. Now they're going to go to this order block and look at, there is another stop out. So imagine if you had this trade in, thinking, you know, put your stop below there, and away you go, thinking you're making profit, and you just left it right at the break-even point, you just lost your 3rd contract money. That's what they just done now. Now we're right now at the foundation line, and we're at the institution line, and then we're getting close to the VWAP here. And what we want to do is let them whip up and down, up and down. We know this marker right now. Let's see where we are. Yeah, so we're way out here. So as you can see, this is where volume point of control is. We're out of the 70 zone, out of all this volume since market open. And we're gonna let them play back and forth. If it does come back down, if you want to play like a scalp thing, you can let it run back to the VWAP. I would go to the 70 personally because it's so whippy. And maybe take a buy and go up if you're going to do that. But see, now as you can see, things are starting to push up here. Oh, now they're pushing down. See, this is how bad these wicks are. There's no consistency. So what I'm going to do, let's go back here while this is playing. I'm going to keep this on for a while. What we're going to do is I'm going to use, we have a 15, 30, 60, 90 projection. And what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 15, and I'm going to, a 15 and a 5. There we go. So basically what I'm saying is I'm going to look at the last, because I'm on a 1 minute chart, I'm going to look at the last 5 bars, and then I'm going to look at the last 15 bars. Oh, I do have 2 15s. I'm going to change that. I'll do 10. 5 minute, 10 minute, 15, 30. Just to get kind of an idea. Oh yeah, she popped down. She's playing right at that line, so we don't know if she's going to break yet. Okay, so basically for the 5 minutes, that's 112 even on a 10, eh? 5 and 10 minutes, we've been basically doing the same kind of bouncing range. Okay, 15 minutes, that's 30, 60, 90. Let's see what it is here. I should have put actually a number beside it, and I'll know for next time. 5, 10, 15. 30, 60, 90. There you go. So hour and a half, this is what it would look like, your candle. Hour, 30 minutes, 15, 10, and 5. Nice bullish candle. Everything's slowly turning green. We're out of the 70, but we're below the VWAP. Now I'm going to switch over to this screen. See what's happening here. This one was really cool. I want to show you this. I saw this while this thing was loading. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Computers 666666666 all the way up there. 5555555. No big blocks. A couple odd big blocks here. 85. We're at 88. 80, 81, 80, 74. So what we're doing is we're just going to give it some time and see how the knee-jerk reaction is just holding right on the foundation line. It could pop break. We're still above the 50 marker. So the 50 marker right here, that's your volume point of control. So what we'll do is let's put it in on this one so you can see. We started right at basically 930. Let's start right about there to there. See where we are. That one says 71, this one says 57, so I'm gonna find out why my times are off on that one. Oh, because you know why? Because I went like that. There's your 50. But I want the high volume. I want it with all the high volume in there. Right from the beginning. 71. Okay. So we're bouncing at 71 because there's a lot of volume here. See, this is what I'm looking at, guys, to line it up. You can actually line it up to there, grab all the high volume. Oh, it is 57. It is 57. 57 or 71. Move a couple bars there. 71. Right from there, 71 to 51. Interesting. That's kind of frustrating. Okay. So we'll just grab all that volume. And so remember, this is your 50% marker of the Fibonacci, right? So we're finally breaking through. We're literally touching the VWAP right here. Okay? So we don't know yet. We're back to that retracement of where you can take a trade to go south. Everything's pushing up right now, so it might go to the second zone or up to this zone. This zone is the area I really want. I want to let it creep and play, screw with us, and then take the trade. This is the one I want. Please get here, I'll be happy, and then we can really go for it. So we don't know. See, there's selling pressure here. See how the wick went to selling pressure? So buying pressure, selling pressure, buying pressure, and look at this, indecision in 90 minutes, see? So in an hour and a half, it went like this. There's our pop. You're gonna go into these zones, see how volume is picking up. We're literally at the 50% marker. Now we can start wondering if we can actually take a trade. See the reaction right here? It hit a really good order block, so we knew there was volume here. Am I on the right chart? Yeah. There's a lot of volume here. A couple of order blocks. Serious rejection. Okay. Where are we? We're at 15 minutes. I'm going to another 15 minutes yet. And then, or actually 45 I might have to wait for. And then, let's go transition here. See this 50% marker? Literally tapped it, bounced back. So that was basically a 20 points or $400 bounce, okay, for a NASDAQ on one contract. So what we want to do is just wait and wait and wait. We don't have any clear signals yet. We're getting into sweet spot zones, but we're letting everybody play off. VWAP is changing, but we're out of, where are we in this volume here? Let's keep this volume going. I want to know where we are. 57 is still high, 87 could be the rejection bounce, and then we can go from there. And what also I want to do is, I haven't checked the other charts, let me just check something here. I'll show you here. Okay, I just switched this other chart here. I want to see what the New York session is. When we broke out of the New York session here, it did hit, it's breaking the levels, right? We hit target 1, it could go to fit target 1 here, but we're going against the trend. We haven't had any color change. And now we know we have resistance right here. This is look where it hit resistance 1, 2, and third resistance until it pops and turns. But it's just, yeah. And this is where the 50% marker was right here. So this could be just a rejection going down again. Then we got fit target 1 here. I don't know. It's just it's not playing the way I like it yet. There we go. This is starting to turn up quite a bit here. This is one thing I'll finally know is possible to take a trade. We're peaking out here, getting some resistance down, back into the 57 marker, and we have one little red marker here. Yeah, we're still in this chop. I'm going to be back in a second here. I'm going to grab my coffee. Okay, I'm back. Got my coffee. Anything exciting happening? Still trying to break out to this zone. This is my sweet spot zone here. I'm actually going to put an oval. This is I think my ultimate area that I want. That oval right there. And then right now she's just, let me see, step 1, step 2, step 3, more rejection here. Volume point of control went from 50 to 1910. Why is this one on 1910? Doesn't really matter. At least I got 2 different areas. Okay. Because this was at 9:30 and I have this at 9 o'clock. So let's go to 9:30. Yeah, I'll put it right there. I want it there. Okay. 9:10 and this one is 9:10. There, finally caught up. So, and what I want to see, if this is going to build up quite aggressively, then we can start taking her down. 9:40 signal, but we've got a 10:20 signal, and I'm going to watch this for a while. And we know we had reaction here at 78 because it used to be 71. And as you can see, we do have a channel, I guess. So what we can do is go like this, extend the line from here to here. You know, we have a channel. It's kind of been following that zone. And then extend the line here from there to there as well. A little tighter, but whatever. Let's go to there. Let's put it equidistance. So they're playing this channel for now. So you could probably be playing these zones here. But I'm waiting. I want to wait for the sweet spot. And this thing's moving up slowly. It was negative 1.9, highest of 1.6, we're at 0.5. If this actually, I bet you any money, if we get to here, this will probably be 0. Or maybe it's 1.6, I don't know. Everything is aggressive green for buying in now. A lot of buying. You see here, we're still in the 50% zone. We're still at Fibonacci 50%, guys. 61.8. Actually, I'm going to go F6 here. I want to find out where. So, that's your fib section right here. Knocked off another stop out. There's another stop out here. But once I get into this zone, I'm going to take a short trade here. Probably within these zones, there's some stop outs right in this area. And if I take a bad trade, I'll switch it around, go the other direction if she keeps on going. Now let me take a look here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, that's the other one. Is that where it is? Let me move this. Oh, I can't see it because the screen's not high enough. There it is. Okay, that's where it is. The only thing is I don't have, thing I don't like, I just don't have that, that clear signal that's on my Rayco chart that I love. So, but that's okay. If that marker happens right in that zone, where the oval is, somewhere right around where the oval is, then for sure I'm gonna take the short. So, because we're still at negative, we're at 0.35. I'm watching this slowly. I'm also gonna be watching 9, 30, 40, 50, 50. We're almost at 10 o'clock here. Remember I said the trade was at 10:20. So I still might have to give it a few minutes, let it grind up, because it's just grinding and grinding and grinding. And, oh, I'm in my sweet spot. Okay, now am I gonna sell? This is the area where I wanna know. Or she's gonna switch on me. Or are they gonna go right to the top first? Checking my volume. I'm gonna transition here. Oh no, I'm on the right chart, sorry. Actually no, I'm gonna transition, that's right. I'm looking at this. See, I'm right in my sweet spot. I gotta know if she wants to break or she's gonna fail. She's pushing hard. Negative 0.19. I wanna know if she's gonna fail. There was a real big pop here. Nothing moved on this zone. And what time are we? We're atop the hour, guys. Perfect, 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 perfect. So we got top of the hour. They got to the sweet spot zone I was looking at. Now let's see if it breaks or continues, then I'll know. Then I'll starting to feel a little bit comfortable. We're getting to the high extremes. And we can go as high as 14,020 for the reversal. So this is the area I want. I just gotta see what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna focus on this marker here, see if this starts fading out. This is full volume. Pedal to the metal. A lot of buying. You're gonna be closing the accounts right away. Geez, they haven't hit that, haven't had high volume yet. Quite shocked. Now let them see. -2. Still buying wood candles here, but we're really close in that sweet spot. I want to give them some time to liquidate here. That's what I'm doing. I like the 1020 signal. Looks like it. I'm just watching this too. This is all full bars, whatever, right now. Still green on this zone. Just waiting. So we hit these two stop outs. use that marker for it to go back in, 52. Only thing I don't like about it right now or do I have that marker in there? Let me take a look here. Maybe I don't. No, I do. I know I do. Let me just check my indicator here. No, I don't. That's what I was waiting for. There we go. That's what I want to know. She's still creeping up. She's looking into the 1420 area, so. Yeah, there we go. This is what I'm looking for. Volume point of control just looks like it just moved up, guys. That's correct. No, volume point of control did not yet. What is this mark? Yeah, it is volume. I said 1020, is that correct? 6970, 6970, indecision. See, we're right in that sweet spot. See this? I'm going to move this marker here. I can't. I'm going to delete this for now so you can get it. This circle here. Come on, let me move it. See, I said it was right around here. This is the area I'm curious about. See, we hit the deepest part of the day trend, guys. See, this is what I like. We're right at the deepest part. If she starts failing, I'm getting in. Just waiting right now. I don't have... We had a lot of selling. Okay, I'm going to switch over to charts here now. See, we had a lot of selling block here, okay? But it didn't break through, so hopefully... We had high sell volume, we had high volume on the top of the hour, high sell volume. We're at 10:04, we know our signal's supposed to be at 10:20. And we're almost, actually I'm gonna go back. See, we're almost at 0% like I said. We might be able to get to 0 for the reversal. And then they're gonna punch it again. Because they're trying to do a pullback to get where their contracts are and then fire. So we're really close, so I just gotta watch. Unless if it does a total reversal, then we'll know. Now the thing I don't like, well I know I said 20 right here, right? But see, we're in that sweet spot zone. But we haven't seen any reversal here. We had one marker reversal here. Went back up again, but I haven't had any consistency yet. So I'm watching this, I'm waiting, still waiting for, we're only at 10:05, right? This is the area I'm looking for, 1020, 1021. So if they're still creeping up, and then fire, I'll wait till 1020. We're so close. Unless if it's a runner today, then I have to change one chart. Now let's take a look at so that was your pullback. We're almost at 2025 there. See, it's creating a new order block here, guys. So this order block, I said 14,200. If it does, that means we're at 14,020 to 200. That's long term. They are trying to squeeze it out. We don't know yet. Let's see. This is the end of the phase. That's the problem. Yeah, we'll see what happens at 1420. This was a good pop here. Target 2, fib target 2 here. So, target 2. Oh, it hit level 1 already. We're so close. I'm gonna put it back to, there we go. We got a little bit of higher volume here. Those are high volume bars. 940 did work really well. And this is still green, so, and purple. So we got one more impulse move. Now, perfect. Now I'm going to transition. See that? We had an explosion of volume. So we got the 1800 contracts. 1, 2. Yeah, this could be our exhaustion right here. We'll see if it keeps on going up. That's a lot of volume, guys. And we hit an order block. Okay. Okay. So what happens is, a lot of the times is when the volume is creeping up, and we've had, it's quite a bit of volume during the first half hour of the session. But see at, what's the time on that one? Yeah, market open, we had the explosion of volume. And then now we have, where is it? 2,000 contract volume, just to finish it off. And we probably did hit 0. I'm not sure here. I haven't seen this color change, so I'm still, where am I? Let me just go transition here. I'm waiting for one of these colors to start changing again. And this hasn't changed yet. And then when it does, then I will probably jump in here. And I'm going to add one more thing here. A trigger fish. See, the only thing I don't like is we did have a lot of consolidation volume for the pop, but that could be an exhaustion. This could be head, shoulder pattern, and fire away you go. We don't know yet. And didn't hit the 20 level yet that I wanted. There's a reversal. First red bar. Now let's see if she starts exhausting down here. No, I'm still too aggressively up here. I gotta wait for this. We start transitioning in this zone here. So we'll have to wait a few more minutes. And as you can see, like I said, here we are. We're almost at 0%. Where are we in volume? We are 96, 98, 96. They're consolidating. Looks like they're getting to exhaustion. I would love to see a bar, like a blue, thick blue bar, but a color of a blue bar. This one's flashing means we're kind of exhausted, but it's, we had one high volume right here. They're probably gonna go for these stop outs here. They try to do it, and if it doesn't break here, she might be curling down. So let's wait. We've got 2 red bars and it's holding. So this could be 2 red, 1 green, and down. We'll find out. I'm still looking at these 2 times here, guys. This might be the exhaustion to get to the top of the wave. So I think this is going to be our patient time, not to jump in early. We are positive right now. We're still at the 0% positive. It was 0.23 here, see? See if it gets to 16 and then reverse back. Maybe they're just going to try to get the max, or she's going to fail right away here. And I haven't seen on, I'm just going to drag it over. I don't want to switch screens back and forth right now. So, as you can see, just nothing very, very crazy yet. So, okay, something on the right one. Another push. See, we had a doji candle finally on the 5-minute bar. This would be 5 minutes. 10 is still kind of aggressive. So we finally had probably our first indecisive marker. We still have volume going up at the buy volume is weakening. Now we have 3 red bars, which I like. She's just starting to curl. 1, 2, now we're starting to see the peak reverse. And now what I'm going to do because we do have a lot of blocks here. Let's go like this. Let's control 3 here. There's my trigger. Is that my trigger right there? Breaking trigger. I'm gonna go for it. Nope, not sell market. Let's go sell ask. Let's go for it.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay. Hopefully I'm correct. And now from that zone to this zone, let's go from the bottom to the top to see exactly where volume point of control is. Can't be that far. 82? Well, possibly could be. The only thing is I don't like, yeah, we just passed that zone. We know we can go to a target down here for now, if it does work. We're at negative 11. You can tell there was high volume in this zone, so we could probably take a target here if it keeps on going. We're gonna find out right away here. Now I'm going to switch the charts. Like we're still in a kind of a consolidation, but she's peaking and bouncing, peaking and bouncing. What I want to see is, this is where that one zone they had to fight. Let's see if we can get down to here, 50% marker or down, or $500 or whatever. Let's see what happens here. Oh, there's our big vibration. This is the fight. This is where our fight is now.
Order filled.
Done. $590, guys. So how many minutes was that trade? Let's go for it. That was the pop I was waiting for. Education for today, guys. Education for today. It was patience. I wanted that pop. A few seconds. We're done. It took me, let's go to here. Let's see where it was. There's the bounce. This is where I was worried about the market. Good bounce continuation, but I knew she was going to go. Do. Let me just show. Oh, it's on this one straight, guys. Okay, my sell marker was right here. And my profit target was basically right on the bottom. And we did that pop. There was a lot of vibration in the beginning. And away we go. Okay, so you know, for the $600 move, it doesn't look like it's much. But let's go to the ruler here. Entry, literally to exit there. So basically it was a good trade, 32 points really quickly, minus whatever the scalping, the slippage. Okay, you probably can going. That was literally a 2 minutes and 1 second trade. Okay, it was a long patient game for me. Nothing off the gates right away. I didn't have the marker I wanted. She's gonna still fade down for a while, but I'm done. That's it. I made my profit targets and then some. So yeah, it's the marker I really wanted for the morning, and it's so easy is once you have these markers, but we never had them. So then we got to look at all the other analysis. Now, let's go right from square one. Oh yeah, she's still moving now. Square one. And let's move, I'm gonna move this chart right across. That'll keep it simpler. Yeah, see, I could have kept it going, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, in the morning, we saw a big full candle. I'm going, well, maybe they're reversing. We have 21 hours left. 21 hours left before the phase change, okay? Number two, looks like an order block is sitting. We don't know how far it's gonna go. This could have just been well, it's at 45 now from, well, it's a 50-point drop already. But we don't know how far it's going. Maybe it might go back down to this order block or in this green zone. We have no idea. Or just to here. We have no idea now. We're right heavily in the cloud. We're changing into a phase. Don't like it. No clear signals yet. And all we knew when we were making these markers was we knew we had high volume here. First few minutes, it literally tapped. And then it took off. I went, wow, maybe she's a runner today. Still don't like it, we're in negative territory. Okay, and the reason why I say negative territory is negative territory was this number, it was a negative number. So I said, I don't know. So I said, I'll let them play for the first half hour, lots of volume, let the market makers and all those guys play these games, knock off all the retail traders or whoever is left and see where they want to go. I was thinking it would get within this zone, it just broke it a little bit more. How much more did it break actually? Not by much. But it went to my sweet spot, which I thought, and then said, okay, here we go. Now if it does fade back down, because it might get back down to this zone here again. They could be playing one full bar for half an hour, one full bar again, and we don't know. It's just so ugly, okay? Or it could be running all day. Like yesterday was just insane. I went, wow, I missed it all, okay? I was looking at the time for the 10:20, so we're just hitting at 10:20. It took off a little bit early, but it could be just a reversal and go up again, we don't know. And see how this whole morning, see what happened? It went boom, 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 boom in the beginning, and then it finally took off, and it looks like, okay, we lost and get back to that sweet spot where this marker was my sweet spot, and look how she's coming down. Back into this session, I would look at this line here now, see if it's bouncing a continuation or keep on going, check if it's a bounce continuation, or are they gonna make a big box and continue down to fib target 1, level 1. Yeah, that's just an ugly catch. But if you look at farther back, I was thinking they might grab, the market makers might have did their impulse move, come back in, grab again, and continue on. I don't know though. Well, we never know with these guys because it's all about projections and estimates and reading the marker. But when you look at something like this, they hit it once. This, they hit it second time, so third time they'll probably get it again, exhaust, and eventually turn around. But because we're in the U.S., there's so much conflict with the Russia thing. Oil prices are going up. There's going to inflation, Fed Reserve, all that stuff's happening. So everything is still wonky. So there's no consistency. So we're just trying to use a lot of technicals and judgmental. Still, actually more on the negative side because it's just too scary with everything happening. So I'm being the pessimistic mind right now for shorting instead of longs, but it all depends on phases and technicals. So I think the shorts are going to be more aggressive now than the longs for a while. So, and on the last thing, yeah, so I got in right when this phase was changing where that's why I added triggerfish here and see how she's just bouncing. And where did we get down to? A little bit lower. 1021, 1021. Yeah, 1020, 1021. This is what we said on the marker. And this is the thing we have to really watch to see if it's, yeah, so this is a critical point right here. And we're going to find out for the next 5-6 minutes if it stays on and then it can continue to still go south. Or this is our bottom for continue going long. So this is where another critical point is right now. Reason why I chose this, I looked at the consolidation on top of the hour at 10 o'clock. And I was watching it hitting all these markers and starting to exhaust. I also looked at this. This was a doji candle at 5 minutes saying, oh, early signal for it to continue to go south. And we'll find out. Tomorrow I'll see where it's going to go. Maybe she's going to drop 500-600 points because you got well, maybe not. Maybe until about 11:30 for another hour dropping down. And then from here, maybe she's just going to play. Because look at all this crap again. A lot of that noise. So we don't want that. And that's about it. And then, let me put this one back. Right here. See, not much. Just there's not much playing. But we hit that point. See, look at the numbers you make from here to here. And I shut her down. Then it played up and you could have went for the second round. Back to the 50% zone, guys. And we're still here. This would be a target for me. Well, 50 or this, right? Because 50s are usually strong target bounces. But we're still playing into that the market maker zone. So this market maker, if she starts to fall hard, then we could probably feel confident it'll probably get to the bottom of the range. Maybe to the 127, 141, or 161. So, okay, if you have any questions, you know where I am, ABC123 Trader. Check the Discord. Yeah, I got to get back on the Discord there. I haven't been doing much on the Discord because I've been gone for so long. And you guys take care. Remember, education video today. Bye.